Fox News is, as many people have pointed out, AOC TMZ, and they found a new way to attack her. So there's been a lot. Let's see, she's too poor to understand the American economy. She's secretly too rich to actually represent the working class. She dances too much. Now they've moved to, she's not actually a politician, she's just an actress. Here they go.
You know, it's amazing how big a deal she has become to be a 29-year-old with no major accomplishments to her credit other than making some really bizarre policy pronouncements about the new Green Deal and getting rid of the Amazon jobs in New York. She's making quite a name for herself, and I hope that she continues to be the face of the Democratic Party. It's the best thing that Donald Trump and the Republicans have going for them in 2020.
Somebody's writing her questions. I saw the questions at Michael Cohen and saw the questions at Wilbur Ross. And there are some forces behind her. I think there's a story there.
Well, there very well could be. I know there has been some allegations that she was almost like the Manchurian candidate, recruited, prepared. You know, I don't know, but the point is that she got her voters out.
Okay, so there's a lot of issues there. I mean, first of all, I'll just say they acknowledge that she's making a name for herself. And because Fox has had a big issue with her name, I will just clarify, as she has done on Twitter, that it is Ocasio-Cortez. It's not Cortez. You don't get to decide that you're just going to say half of her name. It's not half of her name. And also, she gets to pronounce it the way that she wants. You don't get to put a bunch of white people in suits and tell her how she's supposed to pronounce her name. So now that we've moved past that, they think there's a story there, that she might be a Manchurian candidate. Well, what does that mean? What that means is that we have another demonstration of how fast the flow of information from the conspiratorial right-wing online types, generally on things like 4chan, but sometimes they have channels on YouTube as well. They come up with BS, and in record time now, it gets to Fox News. It used to be that it had to go through a cycle of perhaps Breitbart or the Drudge Report. Some people would tweet about it, and eventually it would work its way to Tucker Carlson. But now, they're just watching conspiracy theories being relayed on YouTube, and that's Fox and Friends the next day. And we know, by the way, that then will get to the president faster than a daily intelligence briefing. So if you are a right-winger on YouTube, just make up whatever crazy stuff you want, and the president will be hearing about it and believing it the next day. So here's the thing. They believe that AOC is not a genuine, intelligent person because, of course, how could she be? She's young. They can't be smart. She's a woman. God knows Fox News doesn't believe there could be any real intelligence there. And to top it all off, she's a Latina. So how could she possibly be an actual intelligent, adaptable, well-researched, ready for prime time politician who accurately reflects the values of millions and millions of Americans? It can't be. There has to be some other explanation. And they believe that they found it. She's not a real person. She's not a real politician. She is just an actor who has been chosen to fill this role. And they go on to say, as she was asking questions of Michael Cohen, somebody must be writing those questions for her. Somebody's behind her. And she has acknowledged online that that's actually true. They've actually landed on something there. There is someone behind her. It is her staff, her intelligent, incredibly, well-researched staff that she has chosen, who is making it so that when she goes into these meetings, she asks substantive questions that raise important issues that can later be looked into by the committees that she serves on. She doesn't just go there and grandstand for 5 minutes and waste our time like other politicians who don't get questioned on a daily basis by Fox and Friends. And here's the thing. What they're doing there is saying we should look at who is behind these politicians. And they're right. They just won't do it with anyone other than AOC. They should be looking at who is behind these politicians. So for other politicians who don't have a team like AOC, who's giving them their questions? They're just thinking about on their own? Maybe in some cases, but in a lot of cases, it's lobbyists. It's their donors. That's who's behind them. But Fox and Friends is not set up to question those sorts of backing. Just when it's, oh God, she's raising really important issues and people are starting to question things like taxation and tax fraud and all that, then we need to question her. And by the way, spare me with she's an actress. You supported Donald Trump. You love Ronald Reagan. You love actors when they're on your side. She's never actually done any acting. She danced in a video once. That's the extent of it. No, she's a young politician. She is obviously the future of America. That is what scares them so much and leads them to help amplify right-wing conspiracy theories on the mainstream media.
Thank you very much for watching this clip from The Damage Report.
If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell on YouTube to get notifications of our new videos. And of course, you can catch the full Damage Report live every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on TYT Network on YouTube TV.